Hey, we're back.
We're back.
Did you miss us?
Did you miss us like we missed you?
Yeah, I think you missed us.
Yeah, I bet you did, didn't you?
Hey, so guess what?
Little SchlockFesters.
Guess what? This is the month of October.
It is. It's Halloween. It's my favorite month.
It's one of my favorite months too. It's my favorite season.
Yes.
So to go with that, you know, instead of doing like a terrible Halloween movie, like, you know, Halloween, was it 7? The one with Busta Rhymes? You know?
H2O Returns or whatever?
Whatever, yeah. Resurrection.
Resurrection. Back up in that ass.
That's right. That's right. I decided to go with the theme of, you know, Goose and Goblins, but I couldn't find any besides Ghoulies.
Okay.
And Troll 2, but, I mean, that's too easy.
Yeah, Neobog. Neobog for life.
Everybody has seen that. I decided to do the wonderful classic that is reached its 30-year landmark back in April.
Okay.
Teen Witch.
Ooh, sounds horrible.
Yeah. So I'll let you read the description of good old Teen Witch.
Teen Witch. After a bike accident with sweet, nerdy 15-year-old Louise Miller knocks on the door of a strange-looking house. Oh, after a bike accident.
Oh, good.
Whoa, I already screwed up. After
go.
a bike accident, the sweet, nerdy 15-year-old Louise Miller knocks on the door of a strange-looking house, hoping to use the phone. See, kids, back in the 80s and 90s, you didn't have a cellular phone, so you had to go find one when an accident happened.
Yeah, or a phone booth.
Or a phone booth. Hoping to use the phone. Instead, she meets a strange but welcoming woman, the seer, Madame Serena. Reading Louise's palm, I'll read her palm.
Yeah.
Serena is stunned when she learns that Louise is a reincarnated witch and an old friend from one of her previous lives. How convenient.
Yeah.
A week later, on Louise's 16th birthday, her magical powers return through a powerful amulet that was lost in a former life. An item that Madame Serena says searches for its owner. Now that Louise has the power to alter the world around her, she intends to make her dreams come true by casting a spell to win over Brad.
Yeah, Brad.
The hottest guy in school, Brad, without earning his true love.
It happens.
With Madame Serena's help, Louise uses her newfound powers to become the most popular girl in school. Back in the 80s and 90s, you could become the most popular girl in school by just dropping them pantaloons.
Well, I mean, that's...
Oh, hey.
All right.
Hashtag me too.
Yeah, okay. You too.
Mr. Weaver and the cheerleaders respect her, but they don't. Something like that. They harass her. It's only after her popularity spell gets out of hand, which in turn causes her to abandon her equally unpopular but loyal friend Polly, Louise realizes she doesn't need magic. In the end, she relinquishes her powers by giving the amulet to Madame Serena and creating her own happy ending in the process.
So...
What a terrible, terrible fucking...
So, wonderful description. Wonderful description. All right, I'm going to tell you a fun little thing. All right.
Yeah.
So, this movie, what do you think the budget is on this movie?
$1 million.
$2.5 million.
Well, I see it has Zelda Rubinstein.
Zelda Rubinstein, yeah. From what? The classic.
The Poltergeist.
The Poltergeist.
The Poltergeist.
Yeah. So
with Coach.
Yeah. So, you know, she's a wonderful actress, and she shows up in this lovely
Carol
movie.
Ann, step into the
Step
light.
into the light. Carol.
I'm pretty surprised she's in this garbage movie, but go on.
Okay, so what do you think of the budget? The budget we said what?
$2 million, you said.
2.5. Right.
Right.
What do you think it made opening weekend?
Boy, $150,000.
It grossed opening weekend $3,875.
Whoa.
Yep. On April 23rd of 1989. You know what else it went up against?
What?
Dances with Wolves.
Oh. So these were the two options at the Cineplex.
At the Cineplex, it was Dances with Wolves and it was Teen Witch. Here's the funny story. This beat it out the first day.
Beat out Dances with
They
Wolves?
beat out the first day. Now, not the weekend, but just that Friday night, people went, ooh, Teen Witch. I want to go see teens that look like witches.
Wow.
All right,
plus it was probably billed as a teen romantic comedy.
Right.
Which,
now, overall, it made $27,000. So, not so good. But this does star, you know, as we talked about, Madame Serena. The lead in this is Robin Lively, who is Blake Lively's sister.
Shut your
by
mouth.
her mother.
Oh, so
and
it's
they
her
are,
half-sister.
and they, yeah, I guess it's half, and they're 16 years apart.
Okay.
So when Blake Lively married my man crush Ryan Reynolds, as a gift to Ryan Reynolds, Robin Lively and Blake Lively acted out a scene from this movie during their wedding.
That seems like a gift.
That is a gift that just keeps on coming. This movie also has Dick Sargent. Do you remember Dick Sargent?
I do remember Dick Sargent.
From?
Where did I know that name.
Come on, is it Sergeant Dick?
What is it? What is he from?
Dick Sargent. He was in Bewitched.
Oh.
He was one of the Darrens.
That's right. Okay. He was the Darren after the original Darren.
Yes,
left.
that's right.
Okay.
So, like, I mean, look, already good people. This also has this lovely Karen Kine, however you say her name is. She played the mom in a lot of sitcoms in the 80s. You'd recognize her.
All right.
But let's go back to Robin Lively. All right, she was also in The Karate Kid Part 3.
That's right. She ran the shop across the street.
She did, the pottery shop. For the bonsais.
I kind of had a thing for every crush Danielle Russo had.
Yeah. I had a crush on Robin Lively, I'm not going to lie. She later also became a love interest in Doogie Howser.
Also, though, I want to shout out Kamiko for life.
Kamiko for life. There you go.
But, yeah, that's crazy. So did she quit acting? Because I don't think she did.
No, she's still acting now.
Boy, I had no
She's
idea.
on Law and Order occasionally.
Oh, well then.
Yeah, so...
Did not know. I watch a lot of Law and Order, too.
Yeah,
Did not know she was on
there. So, the original concept, the pitch for this movie, what do you think it was?
Witches.
Witches. Well, close.
High school witches.
Close. So with the success of 1986, I believe, Teen Wolf, they said, hey, let's do one for the girls.
Ah, all right.
And they made a Teen Witch.
Let's hear it for the boys.
That's right. So
let's give the boys a hand.
I mean, this movie has a lot of, like, random people. Like, you'll see people, you're like, oh my gosh, I know that person.
Well, let's get to it. Before we go, I'm trying to get some sponsors. I would like to shout out to, hopefully they'll want to sponsor us, Malicetic wet wipes formulated for dogs, cats.
That's right.
Cleansing, drying, antimicrobial.
Emmett needs cleaning.
Malicetic. It don't get no better.
Yeah. Speaking of, I know you all miss Emmett. He'll be here later.
Yeah, Emmett Dog's coming. So
he'll be here later.
He's taking a walk, but we're gonna go dive into this bad boy.
Yeah, so I'm excited to introduce you to topping that.
Teen Witch.
Teen Witch.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
High school. It's supposed to be the time of your life.
How does she do that, James?
But for Louise Miller, high school was a living hell. From her first secret love
I could just die.
to her first blind date.
Nobody wants to date you because you're a dog. A dog! A dog!
I'm David, Miranda's cousin. Ready?
My life is a walking, talking tragedy.
Give me some soul kisses, baby!
I wish you would just leave me alone!
But just when nothing more could possibly go wrong,
It's you. You're one of us. Me? A witch?
something wonderful went right. Now she's possessed with special powers.
You can make anything happen. Break a leg, Kiki!
That are simply bewitching. She can make her worst teacher hot
I will never be hit.
and her best friend cool.
Stop that. I don't really give a about trying to stop that.
Stop that!
Big deal.
Stop that!
Unreal.
You can try to, you blue!
I will make a fool of you. Stop that.
I want to be the most popular girl.
You have the power to make anything you want happen.
Can I make him love me?
Love you? With me being your coach, he's gonna become your love slave.
Everybody dreams, but Louisa's dreams all come true.
Astroph, Barbos, Tetragrammaton, Theos, Ishnos, Arthetos. What? It's a new U2 song.
Teen Witch. Winning is a magical feeling.
All right. We're back.
We're back. Yeah. So
I'm Ray McGuff.
And I'm Jean-Paul Mantilla.
And we just watched Teen Witch, 1989 film.
Yeah. Top that.
That was a horrendous pile of shit, sir. I mean, terrible. I'm gonna give you props on this one because you tortured me. What seemed like 4 hours to me was probably an hour and 20 minutes.
Hour and 33 minutes.
Okay, yeah.
55 seconds.
It was that bad that I literally was sitting here like, when is this fucking thing going to be over?
The cult following of this movie would say you're mistaken.
Well, they might, but I've never been one to follow cults, so.
One of us, Google Gobble.
This movie is terrible on so many levels. Clearly, like you were saying at the beginning, it's a money grab trying to get in on that Teen Wolf action because it had that whole vibe through the whole thing, but it was no money, poorly budgeted. It looked terrible. Like the cinematography in this movie looks like Coco Chanel shooting a fucking like shooting like some sort of clothing commercial. It opens with sexy jazz music and our two main characters dancing on a rooftop, and that's the other thing too. The teens in this movie, they look like they're 37 years old.
But I looked it up. She was at least 16 or 17 when she filmed this movie.
So they were literally sexualizing these teens by making them look older. It was really weird. But let's start off. So our hot girl lives across the street.
Yeah.
Our hero, Louise, the witch, envies her. She has the hot boyfriend, Brad. She's popular. Sorry, I got a little dry throat there. She has a frumpy friend.
Yes.
Who dresses like Blossom before that was cool.
I mean, it might be even close to around the same time.
Yeah.
And I want to say it was a cross between Blossom and Blossom's friend 6.
Yeah. So, and they dressed dorky for that time period. I guess everybody was dressing like a hooer, and they dressed with long skirts and tasteful sweater vests and collared shirts. I thought they looked perfectly fine, but what do I know? I got a Foo Fighters t-shirt on. I'm not the quintessential.
Hey, I have a no graphic.
Yeah, you got a plain.
Take a good look at me, and I have an intimate dog.
But anyways, they were apparently, nerds. I guess that's what they're trying to get at.
Yes, they were trying to get at. They were nerds.
Cut to the high school. There's 80s rap, high school blues.
Yeah.
And it's very much like, got the high school blues in a sympathy and a paper high school blues.
High school blues.
It's like 3 white dudes rapping. I mean, in the world we live in now of people being woke and knowing what cultural appropriation is, this is the biggest piece of cultural appropriation I've ever seen. And these guys show up several times. I'll be mentioning their terrible raps several more times. The first one is High School Blues. Got the High School Blues. Sad because my mom didn't make me waffles. Whatever the fuck that is.
Waffles.
So, Brad and our hero are in the same class.
English class.
English class, and they're turning in their homework. This is where we first meet Brad. He seems like an alright dude, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, he's not a bully.
He's not a bully. He's just kind of a dumb jock. Quintessential dumb jock.
Yeah.
Cut to our hero turns in her homework, and it's got a poem she wrote stuck to it.
Yes.
And the teacher, who's a real dickbag, reads the poem, and it's about kissing Brad all over. So she gets real upset.
All over and over. Yeah.
She gets super upset, runs into the ladies' room, hides. Frumparella comes in. That's her friend.
Yeah.
Frumpy Frumpskin. comes in and says, "Hey, things are okay. Life ain't that bad. Yeah, it's groovy, man," or whatever.
Yeah, her friend Polly.
Polly.
But right before that, you forgot.
What?
There was the whole song with the girls. I like boys.
Hey, cheerleaders, I got the new cheer. So fab. I like boys.
Did I forget that?
Yeah, there was a wonderful
No, that's
number.
after this.
Was it after
Yeah,
this?
yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, because I have that written down here. Brad gets his love letter read to him. Our hero goes into the restrooms, comforted by her frumpy friend. And then we cut to the cheerleaders, because she has to go to a gym class next. Yeah. Cheerleaders are getting half naked in leotards, which were very revealing, and for a PG movie. And they start singing this song,
I like boys.
Yeah, We Like Boys. And if you have time, you should YouTube it. YouTube We Like Boys Teen Witch 1989. And just sit back and be regaled by this fucking tragic song.
It's a great song.
I'm convinced this was the template for the show Glee.
No.
Yes, I'm convinced. This is awful. But it goes on for a while. We meet... We meet these cheerleaders. They're all kind of bitches, as you would expect. Sorry to any of our cheerleader listeners, former cheerleaders. But, in high school, some of you were kind of bitches. I mean, let's be real. And so they're kind of bitches to this little frumpy girl and her friend. She gets on her bicycle and rides off later that night. Almost gets run off the road by Brad. Run off the road, as I say.
Brad, who drives an awesome...
Drives a Mustang.
5.0.
Yeah, with the
so
top,
his hair, top down, so his
down.
hair can blow.
His hair's much like my new hairdo, is blown in the wind. Very 80s style.
Rolling in my 5.0.
And, right, and he runs her off the road by mistake. Again, he's not a dick, he's just stupid. So he gets out of the car, he tries to help her, she's all pissed off. Get away, he leaves. Our little friend finds out that her bicycle tire's flat.
Yeah,
so she goes to a payphone. Kids, you'll have to Google what a payphone is.
Yeah, please.
Can't get a signal because the phone's not hooked up.
Well, no, she picks it up and the wires undone.
So she walks into this weird house and knocks, and it's like a palm reader's house, like a gypsy.
Yeah, a little gypsy.
And this is where we meet Zelda Rubinstein, who is Madame Serena, and who everybody knows as the lady from Poltergeist.
Yeah.
This house is clean, that lady. And she is
it's clean.
It's clean. And she's too good for this movie. She is the best part of this fucking movie, in my opinion.
Look, because it is a stormy night, I will give you a palm reading at a special price.
Well, listen, I'm sorry. I really gotta go. So I'm kind of late already, and I just...
Don't worry. I like you. I like your cutesy little Punky Brewster face.
Every scene with her is fantastic. So we meet her. She's talking to this gypsy accent. Right away it's fake, and she gets the girl to give her a bunch of money, or $6 that she.
That's all she had is $6
to read her palm while she waits for people to come and get her. Reads her palm, realizes,
oh shit!
Uh-oh, what a coincidence! This is my dead friend, reincarnated.
What?
From the Salem witch trials or whatever.
What?
She's actually a witch because she looks in the camera and says, "You're one of us." To which
one of us.
Lunchbox does that.
One of us.
Goobo gobbles.
Goobo gobbles. Snack cake.
Snack pack. Says that she's really a witch. That when her 16th birthday rolls around, she'll have superpowers.
Which is next week.
Which is the next following week. Now, Jean-Paul's wife was kind enough to sit in with us on this movie.
Very kind.
She also did not care for it. She said that when you're 16 and you get your lady, Aunt Flo comes, it does come with superpowers. So
just saying.
There you have it.
Superpowers.
Superpowers. Aunt Flo arrives. All the Toll House cookies are gone. Oh, hashtag me too.
Oh boy.
And is that going to get me too?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know anymore.
I don't know.
But period jokes, as far as I know, up until filming this, were still funny. Moving on. A week later, we see her at her 16th birthday party, which is just 4 family members, including Dick Sargent, who used to be on Bewitched.
Darren.
Yeah, he flipped out spots with Darren, who played the character Darren. The original guy left or died or something. I don't know.
Cocaine.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
But at any rate, it's them, 4 people. So it's this girl, her mother, the father, and a young brother.
And the creepy brother.
Yeah, creepy brother. And they've got this giant sheet cake as big as this table for these people, which I don't understand.
Nobody's coming to your sweet 16.
To which the brother says that, and he's fantastic. Nobody's coming to your sweet 16 party.
And the guy kind of looks like Randy, just say.
He does. He's got a lazy eye.
Nobody's coming to your
Nobody's coming to your sweet 16 birthday party.
Please clip that scene in.
Yeah, clip that in.
No one's coming to your sweet 16 party, Louise.
Alright, so on back to school. Nobody shows up to her fucking party. It's sad, tragic.
There.
Go back to school. We're in sex ed. They're explaining sex education.
That's right.
Then we see some weird shit. This guy, this PG movie. This lady pulls out out of her bag a umbrella and says, "What's this look like?" And this guy goes through all of the male sex organ slang terms.
Male.
Yeah.
Tallywhacker.
Tallywhacker.
Bone.
Boner. Wang.
Wang. Dong.
A Roger. A loved one. Joystick. Dong. Zipper lizard. Tallywhacker. Trouser snake. Schlong.
That's enough, Fred. Thank you.
No problem.
That was weird. I mean, then it just cuts back to...
And it's a PG movie.
It's a PG movie. Cuts back to our hero with the acting coach teacher, and she finds this amulet.
It's called a drama.
Yeah. Oh, geez, I'm so sorry.
Drama class.
I'm so sorry, drama friends.
That's right.
She's the drama coach.
Teacher. Coach.
Teacher. It was dramatic as fuck, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
Anyways, back to it. She gets the amulet from the teacher. Teacher goes, "Oh, this will look good on you." Takes it to Zelda Rubinstein.
Yes.
Who tells her it was her original amulet.
It calls to you.
It calls to you. And this is where we see that she has some witch's abilities. Because she does a little spell. She says to wear it to the dance. So she does. She gets invited to the dance by the hot cheerleader. The hot cheerleader says, "Hey, listen, I've got this cousin and he needs a date. He's coming into town."
Yeah.
So you're thinking, all right.
She's throwing her a bone.
Right. Open the door and it's Revenge of the Nerds level nerd. But I didn't think he was that bad at first. He just seemed like a nerd.
Yeah, just a nerd.
Yeah, he does laughs, and then they get to the dance. She goes into the bathroom and changes from her frumpy outfit into, like, she looks like
bangs up.
Well, what's that chick's name? Cyndi Lauper in the fucking Goonies.
I wouldn't say Cyndi Lauper. Gem in the Holograms.
Gem in the Holograms, even better example. Yeah. Thanks for one-upping me.
Yeah, with the tutu and everything.
Yeah, I mean, so she takes it to that level, comes out to the nerd guy, and the nerd guy goes, "What, are you trying to embarrass me in front of all my friends, or new friends, you know?"
Yeah.
So she's like, "Hey, fuck you, nerd." And he's like, "I'm sorry," and lays his head on her shoulder, and blah, blah, blah.
Tries to stop the feel.
He does. They slow dance. She says, "I'm not into it." He goes outside with Brad, who she thinks is hitting on her. Then comes to find out, old Brad, not so smart in the noggin box.
He needs to be too.
He needs a little help with his English homework, so she agrees to do it.
Yeah. But
cut to our nerd taking her home. Right?
Yeah.
He's a little drunk, I guess, is what they're saying.
I don't think he was drunk. I just think he was just a hornball.
He seemed different than he was before. Maybe he took some marijuana. I don't know.
Oh, I don't know.
But he starts touching her leg, trying to bang her. And she's like, just go away, and blips him out of existence.
Give me one kiss, I'll be nice.
I wish you would just leave me alone!
Now, before that, there is a line that he used.
Oh yeah, the line was...
What was the line?
I can drive through a fog like a hog with a heart on. Let's go.
Now, I've never heard this term before.
But this is a PG-rated movie.
PG-rated movie, but I didn't know that hard-ons got you through the hog.
Well, through the fog. So,
Your
kids,
hog gets you through the fog.
If you want to try it, if you get a boner in the fog,
Yeah.
see if you can drive through.
Next time you're driving through the fog, maybe whip out your bone and see what happens.
Yeah.
I don't think
drive
it's a
on
good
through.
idea, but
Yeah.
so she blips that kid out of existence, takes his car and drops it off. Mind you, this kid never comes back to the rest of the movie.
No, he doesn't.
I'm pretty sure he's fucking dead.
I mean, it was one of her earlier spells, which we learned
doesn't last
long time.
But I gotta say, he doesn't show back up, and it never mentions him again. I think he's dead. But anyways, she rides her stupid bike back home, goes inside. Her brother has made a mess of the house like a fucking animal.
He's making like some pasta,
Yeah.
marshmallow, weird stuff.
Just looks atrocious, but he's having a good time. So she starts yelling at him to clean up, and they do the I'm rubber, you're glue thing, which was very 80s. And then all of a sudden, he starts to turn into a dog and turns into a little fucking Pomeranian.
I'm a dog. Louise, what'd you do to me?
Yeah.
And he still can talk, though, of course.
I think you hear the talking in his head.
Oh, okay. But still. It's very weird. He's like, Mom hates dogs, he's going to take me to the pound, blah, blah, blah. So she takes him upstairs and just dunks him in a bubble bath. And he turns back into the normal self.
Right, where that scene, it has a continuity there, which I noticed.
He noticed this, I did.
So when he gets thrown in and he comes back to life, no pants. And then as he's wiggling around, pants.
Yeah.
Then no pants. Then pants.
Yeah, he's jostling around in this bathtub.
It's really weird and creepy.
It was kind of like they decided to put pants on him at one part and had to reshoot it.
Right. But again,
Yeah.
it's a PG-rated movie that used to be airing on the Disney Channel.
So now our hero, Louise. Yes, Louise. Jesus Christ, Louise. That's right, because she says, "Jeez, Louise."
Jeez, Louise!
So Louise says, I got to go talk to that old weird lady. So she goes over there, knocks on the door. The lady gives her like a Luke Skywalker montage of training on how to use spells. Right?
Abracadabra!
Yeah. So, I mean, basically is like really just giving her, this all kinds of stuff to do. What's it? Yeah. This is at the point of the movie where I was like, writing stories is hard. Because up until this point, this movie has nothing like story. Like the story is this girl gets an amulet and she gets superpowers for a day. That's basically what it is. There's nothing like, there's no fucking morals in this.
I mean, there's a little moral.
No, there's not. Give me one example.
If you get too creepy on a girl, she'll blip you out of existence.
Okay, I get to. Okay, maybe.
Me too.
But she seems to be able to do whatever she wants. She's running around. She's got this amulet after this.
Making wishes.
Yeah, she learns about her magic gifts, gets spells, and decides to fuck with people at her high school. So first she messes with the girls that messed with her.
Yeah, puts a little truth serum on.
Yeah. So they like yell at each other and get bitchy and throw each other in the pool, which was funny. The teacher that she doesn't like, the English teacher, she makes a voodoo doll of him and makes him...
Which I thought was hilarious.
That one part was kind of funny. Makes him take his fucking clothes off in the middle of class.
It was hot in here.
Yeah, hot in here. Take off all your clothes. So that was funny. She gets Brad to come over for his tutoring session, and she's going to put a love spell on him, and then decides at the last minute not to do it.
But before that...
Oh, do we have to go back?
Of course, Brad comes into this room.
Yeah.
And Brad's like, okay, so I'm here to study. And he brings all his books.
Yeah, that's true.
It's our understanding that she's just tutoring him in English. He has all his books.
Yeah, he has a whole
So apparently he has his own agenda.
He has no idea what book is what.
Yeah.
So he's doing that.
Yeah, and then he's like, "Where are the chairs?" He's like,
Yeah.
She's like, I don't know. They went to get upholstered.
They went to get reupholstered.
I mean, so you got to sit on the bed with me.
Yeah.
You know, wink, wink,
wink. And mind you, this girl isn't like atrocious or anything. He probably did have a little chub for her to begin with.
Chub.
Yeah, because she's kind of cute and waifish, and he's used to like stone cold bitches.
Yeah.
So it's probably a nice change of pace.
Change his pace.
But anyway, so she decides not to do the love potion on him.
Right.
She wants him to love her on her own merit.
She does get blocked by her dad.
Yeah,
We
right.
forgot that.
The dad comes in with a tray, and he's got like milk and apples.
Milk, apples, and what looks like cookies, maybe?
I think it was just milk and apples. I could be wrong.
I don't know.
Let's
say crackers.
Why don't
That
you
would be
guys
even
watch it
weirder.
and tell us?
Yes. Dip some crackers in milk.
So then this is where we run into this 80s rap group again. If you want to get with me, top that. Top that.
Top that.
If you want to get with me, top that. Top that.
Which is part of the reason why this movie is a cult classic.
Yeah, you were telling me this. I didn't know. Lonely Island guys?
Lonely Island guys did a mockumentary on that song, and it's on the YouTubes. Absolutely hilarious.
The song is Top That.
Yeah, it's been redone by many different stars. You'll be shocked if you Google Top That. Clip out this version of Top That from this movie. You'll laugh really hard because I don't give a about that.
About
Top that.
Top That.
I'm king, and they know it. When I snap my fingers, everybody says sure. I'm hot, and you're not. But if you want to hang with me, I'll give it one shot. Top that.
Yeah. And this is where she uses her amulet for one person other than herself.
That's right. She helps her friend.
She helps her
Polly out.
friend Frumpy Polly
To rap.
Go rap, and she fucking lays it down on these guys.
The end move is still my favorite.
Yeah, she
Shoulders
gets
and
right
everything.
in their face and rolls their shoulders. She's like, top that.
Supersonic, idiotic, disconnected, not respected. Who would ever really want to go and top that? Such a waste of pretty face, but hanging in your nose space. I wish that you would take a look and really stop that. Top that. Well, stop that. I don't really give a about trying to top that. Top that. Stop that. I wish you finally take a real look and really stop that.
What's this?
Stop that.
But give.
Top that. I don't really give a about trying to stop that.
Top that.
Big deal.
Stop that.
Unreal.
You can try till you blue.
I will make a fool of you.
Top that.
And her name is Amanda Ingberg?
Ingberg?
Anyways, she was pretty great. I'll give her
Yeah.
props. I liked all of her parts too. She was pretty funny. But anyways, she was terrible at rapping. She did white rap, as I call it.
Yeah.
Not even good Eminem white rap.
Which
She did
is
80s
funny
white
fact about this. That whole scene was originally not in the script. They had to do reshoots for this movie.
Why?
Because they realized that they needed more
white rap.
Make the movie a little bit longer.
Well, they need to make it more appealing to the kids.
And more appealing to the kids.
And the kids like
exactly.
the rap.
They like the rap, and well, of course, this wonderful writer decided, I'm going to write this rap. I mean,
I think that
there's a great interview with the guy who wrote that song on the YouTube, and it's hilarious.
I would rather watch an interview with Jeffrey Dahmer.
Ooh.
Jeffy Dahmer.
Jeffy!
Anyways, back to... So she raps and she gets a little moment in the sun.
Yeah.
Then this is where our turn happens because our hero decides that she is going to go full balls to the wall with this magic thing and become the most popular girl in school.
I'm gonna be the most popular girl
in school. So she does this magic spell and becomes the most popular girl. Like, people start clapping when she goes into rooms. Everybody's her friend. She starts neglecting Pretty Polly. Literally becomes the most popular girl in school. They go to this rock concert from the Lady with the Bengals, though, first.
Yes.
They got her jacket. Her jacket was key to getting the popular girl spell.
Yes, because the spell required something.
It needed...
they even showed us Bantha milk.
Yeah. That's right.
From the teat of Luke Skywalker.
The little Zelda Rubinstein lady gets out this like potion, and it looks like bantha milk. From any Star Wars geek will know Luke's blue milk. He sucked it from the teats in the Last Jedi.
Still a great movie.
A lot of people don't like that movie, but you can go fuck yourselves. And then back to so now she's the most popular girl. She's cheerleading. She's got everything she wants. So Johnny number 5 takes her up to this like cabin.
Oh shit!
Right, there's sunflowers. It's a beautiful, beautiful day.
Yep.
And he chases her around, peeling his clothes off.
Wow, what Kenny G?
Like a jazz, like a smooth jazz.
I mean,
they French kiss for a while.
And this guy kisses like, there's kissing and acting, and you could tell. He kisses. That's a fake kiss. He's straight up like uses his tongue, goes to town on this.
He's kissing like you would if you had about 30 minutes in the closet with a girl
or 7 minutes.
Or 7 minutes in heaven. He's like going to he's trying to get it all. Like, and then you're like, this poor girl, because he's just writhing on top of her, mouthing it.
And then it clearly infers that they have sex. PG-rated movie, boys and girls.
But then it cuts back to she's telling Zelda Rubinstein the next day, or Madame Serena, and she's like, "Oh, all we did was kiss, but it was the best kiss ever." But
it was a lot more than kissing.
But did he like me for me?
Or is it the
sad tear?
The spell.
Sad tear. Was it? Do you like me for me?
I mean, message.
So he asks her to go to prom.
Yeah.
She says no.
The moonlight dance.
No, Brad, I won't. She loses Polly as a friend.
Yeah, because she's being mean to
Polly. Because she's being mean, neglecting Polly. So she goes to prom with Zelda Rubinstein. They walk in, make a gorgeous entrance. Just gorgeous.
Gorgeous because she's wearing all these beautiful clothes.
And Zelda Rubinstein looks like she's probably a 7th grader.
At least.
This prom is clean.
It's clean!
She gets into the punch bowl.
Welcome.
Drink a little puncharoo. Our girl's standing in the middle of the dance floor. Spotlight's on her, slowly rubbing her amulet.
And then everybody starts
looking
dancing.
around. Has the message moment. Message. What's that message, Jean-Paul?
The message is...
I'd rather have Brad love me.
For me.
For me.
Not because he's Leonardo or that guy from Fargo.
Brad's staring at her from across the room.
I think his name is Steve.
Steve.
Yeah.
Is it Steve or Brad?
No, it's Brad.
Okay. I don't know.
I was saying that line from that song.
Yeah, I know. So, she takes the amulet off, and a very 80s moment happens. The music turns up. It's like, when did it do? When did it do? And she throws the amulet. Zelda Rubinstein picks it up and is like,
yeah, it's mine now, bitches.
I get what you're doing, and I love it.
Yes. Slow
clap, cut to. The spotlight goes off of her. The music's still playing slow. People are now not paying attention to her, except for Bradsky. Bradsky comes over to her. He's got his necktie all low. Walks over and hugs her, and she hugs him back.
And then they kiss.
And scene.
You forgot the kissing.
Oh, that's where they kissed.
They kissed again, and he ate her face again.
Scene. And then 80s music.
Yeah. So.
That was that.
That was Teen Witch.
And my God, people will start a cult about anything. This movie doesn't deserve a cult. It's terrible.
And I think I won again this week.
You fucking won. You won this round, sir.
Yes.
I was in torture from the minute that the white rap guys started.
Well,
I mean, the very opening got me where I was like, what the fuck is this? But the white rap guys, and then all of a sudden, nothing in this movie is coalescing. Everything's just happening in vignettes. And then the movie's over. It's a fucking terrible cash grab of a movie. Wasted talent across the board. You wasted Zelda. You wasted Amanda. You wasted Dick Sargent.
Sergeant Dick!
Sergeant Dick, you wasted.
Tina Caper
I don't know.
From Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2.
The lively girl that played, I really liked her in Karate Kid 3.
Yeah.
She's a lovely woman, and I have nothing bad to say about her. But this movie was terrible.
I, for one, still really enjoy this movie. I mean, I remember watching it when it was on Disney Channel and other networks. I mean,
I can't believe this was on a Disney Channel.
I mean, I still really, I do. I really enjoy this movie.
Well,
I don't know why, but I do.
I'm saying,
and it's so wholly inappropriate for a PG movie. Sorry,
it is
not even PG-13. It's PG.
It is not good. But that's from the heart, and you know, you got me.
Top that.
Top that.
Well, I'm gonna
that's
have
how
to,
we're going to go out.
I'm going to have to top that next
top
month.
That. Roll.
Whoa.
Top that. Well, again, this has been brought to you by Malicetic Wet Wipes. If your dog's got an itchy belly, wet wipe him up.
Emmett's so enthralled today.
Leave us comments, questions, queries in the drop boxes.
If you enjoy this movie, please let us know.
Yeah.
I mean, I know a lot of people who really do enjoy it.
If you're part of the cult,
yeah,
personality, tell us about it.
Or if you have fun, drop a little GIF or GIF or whatever it's called of this movie, because there's a bunch.
Drop a Jiffy Pop in. Yeah. And, you know, check us out on Zombie Takeover TV's Facebook page. We're on Stitcher, iTunes, Podbean, Jelly Bean.
Brussels sprouts.
Check out my new band, Aerosmith. You guys are going to love them.
Yeah, check out my new band, The Beatles.
The Beatles. The shitty Beatles.
The Beatles.
I've been Ray McGuff.
And I'm Jean-Paul Matia.
Thanks for watching SchlockFest. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Let's see what we got here.
I'm sailing over the old feeling. 'Cause I